Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks to be for Coursera. This is machine learning, model evaluation, power plant energy prediction, and this is the my course assignment. My name is Prasanna Subramanian. So, on this assignment, actually, I our main goal is to be predict that power output based on the given data. So it's quite interestingly that the data is really good, and the environmental variables I will go through that what sensor data is available, and the tools is I used very easiest one is a Microsoft Excel's for the regression analysis via data analysis toolpack. So the problem statement which observed or given is like predict the hourly electrical power output of combined cycle power point plant sensor data. So the objective which is very clear, because we based on the given data we have to see exactly what are the how the output will become, and the record is really good because the sensor data is not very less. Actually it's around 9500 rows. It's really good for train the model and test, and I will share the what approach I have been used for the data set. And the key features, which means the environmental variables is temperature, exhaust vacuum, ambient pressure, relative humidity. These are considered that input variables, and the target variable is P, it's the electrical power output. Our modeling approach and model compared. So the approach is linear regressions to build the predictive model. The tool which I mentioned is Microsoft Excel's built-in data analysis tool pack, which is quite really good, and model developed and compared, which is before that I just wanted to share the sensor data. I have separated 80-20. So 80 percentage of data has been used to for training the models, and 20 percentage of remaining sets of variables to predict the outcome. So in that approach, I have been separated a 80-20 approach to train those two models. The models, which is one of the assignments prime requirement, is also to be more than one model has to be trained. In that case I name it as two models for full feature models, model 1, and model 2 is reduced features model. In model 1, the full features model is like you're going to be used the four temperature four variable environment variables, which is temperature, exhaust vacuum, ambient pressure, and relative humidity. And the reduced feature models is the primary what I considered like temperature and relative humidity could be the primary input or reasons for the outcome. For that reason I chose that temperature and humidity is the reduced feature model for model 2 to train. So the validation approach is as per regression summaries output R squared and adjusted R and standard errors and calculated root mean squared error, which is RMSE, on a test set, which means our 20% of sensor data. So model 1, full feature regressions. So four variables we are using it, and those four variables we used for 80% of sensor data. The record is around 7650 plus. So I added certain additional column to be separate for train the models. So 80 percentage of records to use train models. So the regressions is quite straightforward, and once we choose the x-axis, y-axis, and label everything, and then we got outcome of r squared, which is 0.9296, which is good because it's surprisingly it's quite performing well. The error rate, the standard error is 4.53, and the interpretations of the outcome is the model 1 explains 92.96 percentage of the variance in the power output. The very strong predictive power compared to model 2 I will go through. Before that, I will share the outcome I received from model 1 regression summary. So the model regression summary, you can see that that is the final outcome after we use the data analysis in a regression in Excel. So basically you could able to see that two summary. One is for the main input which we wanted is R square, and another one is the standard error. So in the right side, you can see right bottom is the test set 7655 record onwards. The remaining records, everything is used for test set, which means uh, the previous records are for trained and remaining records is pure. It's for what are the outcomes we're going to use we receiving from the regressions. So column G and column H is the outcome from the actual regressions formula which I applied, and the error is actual minus predicted and power of the square, and that is the outcome of model 1. So model 1 is this is the outcome which we received. Then model 2, which is reduced features regression. So really surprised because I didn't expect that we going to receive by just using only two variables or two environment variables 92.20 percentage, which is really good compared to the model 1 in a simplicity perspective, because we don't spend much more time or effort for the regression things to use that. It is simple and robust in my opinion. So the standard error is quite little slightly high because it's model 1 is 4.53, this one is 4.76, and the what is explained, this is the 92.20% is the variance is comes, so that with two features, just we are using only two features, so the predictive power is more or less is nearly to the same but slightly drop compared to model 1. So model 2 regression summary, we can see the R square is 92.23 here, and error is 4.76. That's trained model for 80% of data, and based on that we choose that remaining amount. The formula has been applied here for 478. That's the starting point for we used for model 2 predictions. So column I and column J is the outcome of model 2 predictions, which is actual minus predicted power of square. So the comparison matrix, in that comparison matrix you could able to see it's not much more different, but the percentage wise it's slightly differ from each models. What's the conclusion here in that selections perspective is like model 1 performs slightly better in both, and however model 2 is simpler and still delivers strong performance in my opinion. So the trade-off between accuracy and simplicity. So the interpretations and recommendations in my point of view is like key insights is all environmental variables, especially the temperature and relative humidity, significantly influence the power output, which means the temperature is the identified the most impactful predictor for both models. And recommendation is, let's say if you want more accuracy, we have to choose model 1, and if we want to be simply and faster calculation means we have to choose model 2. So its performance is still robust, so that is the selection criteria we need to find either model 1 or model 2 based on our requirement. So overall takeaway is this project is demonstrates that based on the given data, the Excel based regression is an effective and valid tool for build a small interpretable machine learning models and capable of solving real world prediction problems. And thanks to the team, thanks to the professors, and for the course, actually it's really good. It creates a very good platform for giving the machine learning foundations for like product managers. It's thanks to everyone, and thanks to the peer who's reviewing my submissions, and really appreciated for your comments and feedback. Thanks everyone, thank you very much.